Today I'm gonna make chicken and ginger soup. It's getting cold. I figure a nice easy soup would be a good way to start. For this, we're gonna need enough bouillon to make 8 cups of broth. We're gonna need 1 ginger diced. We're gonna need star anise seeds, about 2 to 3 pods. We're gonna need about 2 to 3 cloves of garlic chopped. Enough salt to season everything right here. Soy sauce. Here I've got 4 chicken thighs, which are bone in, skin on. Only thing I did was cut the bone away from the surrounding meat, but I'm gonna leave it in there as it cooks to add some flavor. Gonna need some udon noodles and about 2 to 3 handfuls of spinach. All right, I'll see you guys at the stove. All right, first step is take the chicken thighs, skin down, and place them in a cold pan. Now what we're gonna do, what I'm gonna do actually, is place this immediately on high heat, skin side down, because I want the fat in the skin to render and the skin to crisp up. All right, chicken in the pan on the stove. I'm gonna go ahead and set it on high. And when it gets to high, I'm just gonna let it sear for about 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna turn it down and cover it on low heat, and then cover it and let the chicken cook that way. I'm not gonna add any fat or oil because all the fat and juices needed to cook the chicken are inside the chicken, and they will start coming out when the pan gets hot. The pan's starting to get hot, and you can see the fat is starting to render out of the chicken skin. We're gonna just cook for a bit until the skin begins to brown. As you can tell, it's starting to right there. Let that cook for about 3 to 4 more minutes. All right, let's check the chicken skin, see how it's doing. Oh yeah, see that nice golden brown color down there? Yep, a couple more minutes, and we're gonna reduce to low and then cover it up. All right, it's been 5 minutes. You can tell all the grease that's come out of the chicken. Now I'm gonna reduce the heat to low, and then cover the pan. And we're not gonna touch it for another 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, we'll come back and check. I didn't add any water, didn't add any grease. I'm just letting what's in the chicken render out, and it'll be enough in there to cook the chicken itself. All right, while the chicken's cooking, I'm start working on the broth. I've got the water heating up. When it starts simmering, boiling, I'm gonna start adding the bouillon, star anise, the ginger, and the chili flake, as well as the soy sauce to it. Our water's getting hot. I'll break up the bouillon cube. Add that in there first. Then I'm gonna add the ginger. Star anise seed. About half a teaspoon of red chili flake. A tablespoon of soy sauce. And about 3 to 4 teaspoons of bouillon powder. All right, give that a good stir. And we're gonna let this simmer come to a boil. Remember that simmer uncovered for about 15 minutes. The broth's been simmering for 15 minutes now. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the star anise. Then I'm gonna cover it and let the broth sit to the side till everything else is ready. I already have the water boiling for the noodles, and the broth is just gonna sit on low and stay warm. The chicken needs a few more minutes. All right, let's check our chicken, see how tender it is. All right, looks about done. Check a fork. Oh yeah. It's pushing through with little resistance. Means our chicken's done. So what I'm gonna do now is remove the chicken, put it meat side down on a plate, let it cool, and then pull off the bone. All right, now to make the garlic spinach oil for the noodles. Let's heat some olive oil back up in the same pan the chicken came from. Now normally you could just save the chicken grease to cook the garlic in, save that flavor. But so much water came out of the chicken as well that I went ahead and tossed it and using clean oil. Go ahead and add our garlic. We're going to just cook this until it's fragrant, but not brown. And it won't take long. You'll smell it really quick. About 30-40 seconds at the most. There we go. Now it's fragrant. We're going to turn the heat off completely and start adding our spinach. We just want enough heat to wilt the spinach down. Now I went ahead and cut the spinach up a little bit to speed this process up. That didn't take long. The cooked noodles. I'll stir them around so they coat with oil, because it will help keep them from clumping so much. It will allow that garlic oil flavor to infuse. All right, now we're gonna build a serving up. In case anyone wondered why my broth turned out so red, I mistakenly grabbed a tomato-based bouillon cube instead of a chicken-based bouillon cube, which turned the broth red. But it still tastes fantastic, so we're gonna keep on using it. So now put the noodles in the bowl. And grab a couple ladlefuls of the broth, pour it over. There we go. I'm taking these chicken breasts, thighs, sorry, cut them up. Well, it's not pretty, but doesn't have to be, just has to be delicious. And there you have it. Chicken ginger soup. Hope you all enjoy. See you in the next video.